What's going on this week in Nerf?
Welcome to This Week in Nerf, your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news. I'm Adriana, and I've got some stories to tell, and you have some ears to listen. Let's do that. Back in 2016, Captain Slug showed off a new blaster on Nerf Haven. The Piranha was push to prime. It was made of PVC, aluminum tubing, and polycarbonate sheet that all had to be cut down to size and shape and put together and required tools and knowledge. And he's revisited that project. Now, it has printed parts and a hardware set that is available on Etsy. It retains the same functionality as the original, including the old school hopper. You don't see many of those anymore. It is still push to prime, so how does that work? I know I've never seen a push to prime blaster before. Have you? Well, there's a strap that goes in the back of it, and it straps to your shoulder, and you push it forward, and there's a pulley on the front that primes the blaster. You return it to your chest and pull the trigger. Easy as that. It would probably be super cool to be able to dual wield them, and the hopper's right there to be able to reload super easily. I am excited to try this one, and the hardware kit has been listed at $40. That is so cheap. That's amazing. I'm excited for this one, and it's so cool that Captain Slug was able to reach back into the past and pull an old project to the future and make it so available for everyone. Captain Slug's just awesome. Why isn't everyone as awesome as Captain Slug? Thank you. This past weekend, nearly 500 Nerfers attended the world's largest mod party. But how? We're not allowed to be in groups! Well, it was through Facebook and Discord and YouTube, so everyone could share their work and ask questions and get feedback using all those different platforms, and basically just be together as a community working on one thing at the same time, even though we are separated by so much distance. And there were some super interesting talks by a lot of prominent Nerfers, and all of that is still viewable on YouTube if you go to the largest mod party YouTube page. My favorite video that I watched was All Things Springer with Bradley Phillips and Spectre Arms, and it was a 48-hour event, so there were some that I missed while I was sleeping that I did want to see, namely the competitive Nerf talk and the chat with my favorite YouTuber, Just a Jolt, so I will have to go back and rewatch those. Huge thanks to Adrian from Fly with the World and for Pandemonium for pulling all of this together. I don't understand how you madmen stayed up for the whole thing, and really this event just makes me more excited for Foam Fest Live on April 18th, and the possibility for more online events like this. We've proven it's possible. Let's do more! We found out on a post on Nerf Haven that Armageddon will not be going on this year because of the virus. Usually the event would happen at the end of June, but that's coming up pretty soon now. Ragnar Oktoberfest, which usually happens in October, put out a statement that we're still monitoring the situation, but are warning against people booking travel at this time, especially without travel insurance. If you're booking any flight to anywhere in the next year, probably get travel insurance just in case. At least until we know more about all of the situation and when an end will be in sight. So I'm hopeful that we can all get back to nerfing soon, but in the meantime, be careful, stay safe, buy travel insurance. Now, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen sometimes. I was wrong. This blaster that I showed last week is not the Ultra 6, like I said, it's actually the Ultra 7. And we've learned this because of a new photo that's come out, and you see the big 7 on the side? That would be the giveaway there. This new photo features the blaster on the weirdest display stand I have ever seen, but we do get to learn some things from it. Namely that it is not an ambidextrous blaster. As you can see, this is the right side, and it appears the prime is only on the right side. My photo that I had showed the left side, and there's not even a slot for a handle. And I know I was missing some pieces and some features in what I did get to see, but without a slot, you can't have a priming handle like that. The prime looks really long, so crossing my fingers, hopefully that means a massive plunger tube, though I will still be satisfied if it's just for the feel of it. Like the Centurion's super long priming pull, it feels great. It feels amazing to actually use. So if it feels good to use, I'll use it, even shooting Ultra. And this photo makes the blaster look a whole lot better than the one that I received. I think part of that is the single side painting. This is the side that looks pretty, obviously makes the blaster look a lot better, and I can see a whole lot more of the intricate lines and details of it, and it's just a really cool looking blaster, and I think it could have great potential for maybe rebarreling for usable ammo. It looks cool enough that I think people would want to take it out on the field even if they didn't want to shoot the Ultra ammo. I'm also looking forward to seeing the mags. I have no idea what those are going to look like or how they're going to work, since the darts aren't totally straight. They're kind of skinnier on the tail end. It'll be interesting. And now it's time for Mod of the Week, and this is the most excited Michelle has ever been for a Mod of the Week. It's from Munkle Mods, and this is the Scarlet Thunder. It's a Delta Trooper, Raider, Demolisher, Nitron, Cyclone Shock Spectre, and a Mystery Blaster. He doesn't know what that front grip area actually is. So the stock came from a Delta Trooper, and it's been transformed into a battery stock, but you can't just take a Delta Trooper stock, it's the whole back end of the blaster, so you put that on a Raider buffer tube to use that as the stock. So that was a really clever idea. That looks really clean. The Demolisher grip is all detailed up and painted. There's lots of details everywhere in this blaster, but that was just one that was like, oh, people don't normally do that. There's LEDs in the muzzle up front, which is super cool. I know LEDs get a little tricksy to do. It has some of Michelle's favorite attachments, the Nitron scope and the Spectre barrel. We have a lot of those because she really likes them. For the Cyclone Shock underbarrel, most people would put it upside down and use the slide to be able to prime it, but instead he worked a foregrip in, and you fire it by pulling the whole blaster forward, and then when you pull it back, your thumb just naturally hits the trigger. That was a super clever solution to the problem, and I've never seen that before. And it's just altogether a very clean, well put together, clever blaster. And Michelle was so excited about this one that she bought it. So we'll have to clear out a space on our wall for this one. And thank you so much, Munkle Mods, for sharing this and for letting us purchase it from you. I very much look forward to seeing it more closely. And that is all the news I have for you this week. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, there's the like button and the subscribe button and the description that's full of links to all the things that I talked about on today's episode. And I just want to say thank you to all the people that I was able to hang out with virtually this weekend. We were organizing a lot of product for the store, and that's not a fun job, so hanging out online with people made that a little bit easier. So keep an eye out, phoneblushshop.com, for new stuff coming today, tomorrow. It's a lot of stuff. We'll see. Yep, that's it. Bye.